Hey, what up guys, Andrew here, and today I'm going to be doing the first episode of Office History. Today's episode is on Visicalc. The year is 1977 and a man named Dan Bricklin envisioned a calculator program that as you change values of one of the numbers, all of the rest of them would change as well. Soon enough, he teamed up with Bob Sankstone and formed the company Software Arts. In 1979, they released Visicalc, a spreadsheet program that was for the Apple II and was completely monochromatic, only using the colour white. The program didn't explode until a few years later after its release and only gained publicity in 1981. This program was a commercial success due to this. It had been ported to DOS, Apple III, IBM PC, Commodore PET, Atari 8-bit line, Hewlett-Packard 125 and the TRS-80 models. It received a lot of rivals trying to take them over, but none of them did too well. One notable rival is Supercalc, which was a spreadsheet for MS-DOS. In 1980, Supercalc was the first MS-DOS spreadsheet app, and desperate trying not to lose competition, Visicalc not only ported it to MS-DOS systems, but they also ported it to Atari, Commodore, and TRS-80 models. Being the first well-known spreadsheet program, Visicalc stayed in the lead due to the fact you could save and load spreadsheets cross-platform with Visicalc. Microsoft also gave up their stab at creating a spreadsheet program in 1982 called Multiplan. It ultimately didn't do that well, being outside by Visicalc, and was discontinued in 1985. Multiplan had a new cell format where instead of the top row being letters, it was numbers instead. This was a feature that they would soon abandon for Excel. The only real reason it stayed in the market for so long is because the only spreadsheet program for the Macintosh, Apple's new PC. It also was compatible with the Commodore 64, an extremely common home computer back in the day. However, despite that, the Commodore 64 wasn't used for office and commercial uses back then. In 1983, Lotus 123 became around. Being released as a polychromatic program and eventually a graphical program, it boomed and overtook Visicalc in 1984. However, Visicalc was already used by many businesses and did moderately well still. In 1985, Visicalc discontinued and users were migrating to Lotus. Lotus was designed to not only be compatible with Visicalc, but to also be intuitive to people who were changing. Along with discontinuing, Software Arts was acquired by Lotus. That's the end for this video. It's been pretty good and I'm going to need to do a lot of editing. So have a good day and goodbye.